If this is a loser, I'll basically blown up the account. I'll have a tiny bit left. All right, here we are, January 1st, the first trading night of the year. So I started this 150K evaluation with Topstep, and I've just been straight losing. The account is down to 146,800. I'm not allowed to lose more than 145,500, so I got about $1,300 left before I blow out the account. I'm only allowed to lose 2 hours in a night, so that basically is going to put me at 600 per risk or per trade on this this evening. At least if the first trade's a winner, I'll go bigger on the second trade. But I'll have 600 the first trade if it's a loser, 600 the second trade, and then we'll look at the balance and scale up a little bit from there. Yeah, the plan was to be very aggressive, go big, go home kind of thing, reset the account if I needed to, not trying to take it easy and grow it over time. I was getting in on a night where normally I don't have 2 losers in a row, so I was fine to be aggressive. Then I had 2 losers in a row. The next night, I never have 3 losers in a row, so why not be aggressive? And I had 3 losers in a row. So here we are. Here we are with this account that's about to get blown out. But like I said, part of the plan, I budgeted for several resets. So if that's what it takes to get there super fast, then I'm good with it. But yeah, all right. Well, hopefully tonight will be a green night, a good start to the year, and we shall see. So here we are in Topstep X in the risk settings. So I put 600 for my risk, 1800 because I'm risking 1 to make 3. So this way it'll automatically put my orders on the chart. My brackets will automatically get put on the chart. And then I just switched this to do nothing for the DLL. You get to pick your own DLL during your combine. And tonight I'm basically going to blow it out if I'm not going to be green on the night and start with a fresh account come Sunday night. So, but now I'll have my brackets ready to go. And now I just wait for the trades to kick in. I don't start trading until after 9 o'clock. That's the strategy. That's the time frame that I've vetted it for. So a question for you all traders. When you're looking at your trading, do you build a strategy based on a specific time frame and then look at all the probabilities within that time frame and then don't trade outside of that time frame? Because if you do, you're not trading your probabilities anymore. So that's kind of the way I see it. You know, if I want to trade in a certain time frame, I have to know what the probabilities are in that time frame, what the market likes to do during that time frame, and then only trade in that time frame. All right, I'll wait for this first trade to set up, and I'll bring it to you. Okay, here we go. First trade of the night setting up. We got about 1 minute and 20 seconds left for this candle to close. So let me check my risk. Bring up the My Strategy Manager. Okay, here we are with the My Strategy Manager. This is basically my entry, my stop with the spread that it's going to be there with. So one thing to think about, traders, is when you're getting in and out of your trades, what's that spread and what's that going to do to your risk? You know, is it going to put you over your risk limit? So right now with the spread, with 2 contracts, I'm looking at about $500 with gold. So that puts me under the 600 I need to be under and be good to go. So winner will give me about 1,500 in this trade, which will pretty much recover last night minus a few $100. And then look on to the next trade, which will increase the risk and maybe recover this account back full. So we shall see. All right, trade is going to be here in about 1.5 minutes. New candle just opened. Show you what gold kind of looks like. Let's go to the 5 minute or 30. Yeah, we'll go to the 30 minute. So we are in a bit of an uptrend right now. Trying to break out above this resistance that it's finding itself in. So once this trade confirms, I'll jump in. Hopefully it retraces, picks me up, and then looks for some epic highs here. 30 seconds left. I can see that over here on my little counter. Nice little feature on Topstep X showing me how much time I have till the candle closes that I'm looking at. It's going to be a long trade, so I'll get this ready to go. Okay, 9 seconds left, and then I'll be able to start marking this up. Get my order ready to go. I'm in MGC, not good. Got to check those order windows. For some reason, sometimes they, whatever reason, with Topstep X, I'll go between these tabs on the left hand side and come back to my chart, and my order window will change. So if I'm not paying attention, I could enter a trade that I don't expect to be in. All right, so 43618 is where I want to get in. 43618. Limit buy 2 contracts. And if that order entry window doesn't change, my chart might go from the GC to the MGC. And then when that happens, you get into a trade and it doesn't look like you're in the trade, and you're trying to figure out what's going on. Like, yeah, not good. Can't wait till Topstep X stops having bugs and it works awesome. Guys, it is a nice platform. It just is still a little bit buggy. Or at least there's problems that keep popping up with it. So I don't know if buggy is the right word. All right, so my stop is right at the bottom of this mess. I'm going to risk a tiny bit more on this trade. I'm going to check it in the My Strategy Manager, make sure I can, because I do have $600 room, or $650 to be exact. And I don't really want my stop right just before this support area. I'd rather be below it. How much additional risk is that? 586. So it's almost $1. It's basically $110 risk. All right, 110, 200. That puts me just a little bit over. 86. Oh, okay. I'm okay. With if I just go down to just below it, I'll be good to go. All right, cool. All right, yeah. Let's see if this wants to come down first to pick me up. It's there's a giant candle right here. It looks like it wants to get retraced, doesn't it? Retrace that thing, pick me up. All right, if the trade happens, I'll bring it to you. All right, if it wants to go without me, I'll jump into a micro there.
Order filled.
Okay, so jumped into the micro. I'm going to start trailing candles as they close here. Okay, trail that candle. I'm going to go over to my mini trade and take it off, because this is on its way out. If it comes back down, I don't want to be a part of it. Okay, getting into the target now. See if it wants to push through. It's getting stuck. All right, we'll just take it if it wants to get stuck.
Order filled.
All right, there we go, out of that trade. So a little bit of a bonus money there, $50. And we'll wait for the next mini to set up, and then we'll jump into it. I'll bring the trade to you. Okay, so we got a new switch getting ready to set up. You can see where on the 30-minute candles here, I had that huge run up right into a resistance area. And now I'm getting switch to the downside that just confirmed. So I'm going to switch this back to the 2-minute. And let's see if we're going to get into a trade here. All right, so order's in. We'll see if this wants to tag me in to the short side. Gold's definitely in an uptrend right now, so it's a little bit risky to counter trend trade this. But we can see that on that 30-minute chart, it's definitely running into that resistance area. So there's a lot of opportunity for retracement here. New 30-minute candle's about to open. Let's look at it on this chart over here. So this is a red 30. The next 30 could be a green, or maybe it's going to continue retracing this one. It's kind of up in the air. I'm just going to play the numbers, play the probabilities, and not worry about my opinion and what I think or feel is going to happen. I'm just playing the numbers.
Order filled.
All right, we're in the trade. Let's get this set up correctly. So clearly significant support building right here. If this breaks, it could break quick and nice. A small piece of me is saying to take my 1R, which is about around here, around $500. Take half of it and then let the other half go. If it hits my target, I still make $1,000, which is nice. If it hits my stop, I break even. And if I took the 1R out, then with a 58% win rate, I think is what it is right now. I have to go back and double check. It's above 50%. Then I'm still not bleeding to death if I have losses coming, because this trade will definitely pay for the losers that are coming up, or the ones I just had. So a little bit tempted to take half out at 1R. Let's let it play out. Okay, looking like I should have took that half off, making this a break-even trade. If it's a loser, I got one more trade before
Order filled.
All right, there we go. So take that loss. I'm only down $500, which is nice. So I got basically one more trade in. All right, we have another switch just took place. Let's see if we can get into this trade to the long side.
Order filled.
Okay, in the trade. If this is a loser, I'll basically blow up the account. I'll have a tiny bit left that I may just let it ride on something. Hail Mary. And then reset it for Sunday night. All right, we'll see what happens.
Order filled.
All right, there we go. Boom, blew it up already. Cannot believe 4 days in a row. What is happening? All right, we'll reset this thing and be back on Sunday night. All right, everybody, hope you have an awesome weekend.